Hey everybody, what is happening? I've been meaning to do a video of my top Mandela effects. So I'm going to do a video right now, my top 10. And we might share some of these, we may not. Chances are you've heard of all of these, or most of them, as these are ones that are considered to be more of the mainstream Mandela effects. But these are my top 10. These are 10 that I am 100% on. 100% that this was either part of this current reality or a different reality, a different timeline. Well, let's get started. Number 1, almost everybody's favorite, the Monopoly man or the Monopoly guy with the monocle, the one on the left. That's what I remember. What do you remember? I remember Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. When Ace Ventura is greeted by some wealthy gentleman, well-dressed, wearing a monocle. And he says, well, you must be the Monopoly guy. Then we've got the Kit Kat bar with the dash between the kit and the cat. That is what I remember. I don't know what you folks remember, but I certainly don't remember the one on the right. I used to work in a retail store, and there was a lot of checkout candy there, and I ate quite a lot of it, especially those Kit Kats with the dash between the kit and the cat. The third one that we have, this is not in any particular order. These are just my top 10. And like I said, I am 100% about all of these. The Fruit of the Loom, the cornucopia, the one on the left. Heck, I didn't even know what a cornucopia was until I looked at my underwear one day and I said, oh, there, look at that. That is a cornucopia with all the fruit coming out of it. Well, guess what, folks? It never was. And it probably never will be. Now, this one is interesting, as most of you probably don't share this one and probably aren't even aware, but Advanced Auto Parts is now Advanced Auto Parts without a D at the end. This was my number 1 Mandela effect. So this was when I woke up to the Mandela effect, when I believed, finally, I believe that this was a fluid reality because I lived close by Advanced Auto Parts. So I was very familiar and I saw it every single day as I drove past it, with that D at the end. And then I was tuning into a Mandela Effect channel once, and I was informed that it was no longer Advanced Auto Parts, and it was Advanced Auto Parts, so I totally freaked out. I said, the Mandela Effect is real. Good times. Now here's almost everybody's favorite, or everybody's kind of introduction to the Mandela Effect. The Bernstein Bears. Well, that's not what I remember. Probably not what you remember either. I remember the Bernstein Bears. The Bernstein Bears. S-T-E-I-N, not S-T-A-I-N. Not only is this a change of spelling, but also pronunciation. Sounds completely different. Hearing the name Bernstein Bears was fried into my consciousness when I was a child, and it's never leaving. It's not going anywhere. The Bernstein Bears. Volkswagen, the V and the W. Now I know what many of you are saying. Oh, I don't really know. I don't remember this one. Well, I do. And it was the one on the left where the V and the W were fused together as one. VW as one. On the right? Nah, not that one. That's what it is now. It looks really ugly to me. The space between the V and W, the separation there. No, that's not what it was. It was never that. But it was. In this reality, in this timeline, it was always the VW separated. Just depressing. All right, this was my peanut butter of choice when I was a child. It was the peanut butter of choice for the household. Jiffy peanut butter, Jiffy. Now I guess maybe it's Jif, or maybe they both existed at the same time, as some people think. I don't know, but I know that Jiffy was the one used, the peanut butter of choice, with the jelly, okay? And it was so good. Now here's a really big one for me. This is right up there with Advanced Auto Parts, right up there with the Monopoly guy. It's kind of like my big 3. It's no longer what I remember. It is now Depend. No S at the end. It is Depend. It's one of the biggest ones for me, not because I wore adult diapers, Not because I went shopping and purchased these diapers for someone, but because I worked in a retail store where I used to order these things. One by one, I would scan each SKU every single week, once a week, all 10, 12 SKUs of Depends diapers. So I am very familiar that it is, or it was, Depends. All right, now who remembers Pikachu's tail? Who has that fried in their memory? I do. I remember the tail of Pikachu having that black at the end, the black tip. I don't remember the one on the right. That doesn't look right to me. I remember the one on the left with the black, right? You may ask somebody that was a Pokemon fan. They might say, well, yeah, I remember that black tip there. And then you tell them that it was never that way. And they'll say, oh, I must be misremembering, right? Lastly, number 10. Like I said, no particular order, but this is another big one for me. I could say all these are really, really big. What are we looking at here? The Adam's apple, maybe, huh? Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. I don't know about you guys, but that Adam's apple was iconic. Every time he would talk, every time he would say something, that Adam's apple would just move all around, up and down. It was quite a distraction, actually. So that's what I remember. I'm never going to give up on my memories. It's like you remember things like the street you grew up on, your phone number, family members, their names, your pets' names. These are anchor memories. These are like branded into your consciousness, and they will never leave you. The Mandela Effect is real. The reality is changing. It is fluid. Now let me know in the comments, what are your top Mandela Effects? I'd love to hear it. Do we share some of these same ones, or are there some different ones as well? Some that maybe I've never even heard of before. I would love to hear it.